The president was speaking not only to the American people, but to the government of Afghanistan, the government of Pakistan, and to the Taliban, all of whom are going to have to be parties to any eventual political settlement in Afghanistan. And that is how things are going to have to end, with some kind of political settlement. The president needed a troop drawdown that was not going to be seen as pulling the rug out from President Karzai, but still enough of a military pressure on the Taliban that they will come to the table. And any peace settlement will need military force as a guarantor. That will probably be U.S. forces or some international forces that will guarantee any political settlement that is reached among all the parties.
Well, look at the course ahead of us between now and November of next year, when it's the next presidential election. The president's going to have to be watching the economy. He's got unemployment still at 9+%. Which is bringing him a lot of grief. He's also going to have to be watching whether watching the effect of the drawdown of this initial 30,000 surge force. It's going to be difficult for him to show that there are actual real impacts in terms of savings for the economy between now and then. So he's going to have these two things that he's balancing going forward.
One has to remember that the United States is part of an international force in NATO, about 135,000 troops from 48 countries. So you have that big contingent in Afghanistan, and a lot of those countries are wavering. The war is not popular in their countries, so they are going to argue, listen, the United States is starting its withdrawal, why should we stay? Osama bin Laden is dead. That's one of the reasons why the United States entered. It appears that things are going fine because the Americans are beginning a withdrawal. Why do we stay? And I think that'll be an essential part of the European assessment of what to do with NATO in Afghanistan.
This was a central moment in the Obama presidency. No more pressing issue, foreign policy-wise, than Afghanistan. A great challenge for this president and, of course, his predecessor, President Bush. The polls have not been good, though, in terms of support for the war for the past 2 years. They've been in decline, and currently 2 of 3 Americans no longer believes the Afghan war is worth the cost. In addition, even the Republican presidential contenders have been talking about getting out of Afghanistan sooner rather than later.